Hello everybody, Eric HWC Automotive. We're doing an update video on the 56 Chevy Bel Air we had come in that had a wiring problem to the fuel pump, this beautiful build, and we figured out what it is, back to putting the car back together, but I wanted to do an update before we put the car 100% back together. We had to do some searching. We actually had more of the dash apart. We had this centerpiece out right here, we had the radio out, more things out, searching wires, because as you can see there's probably a cluster of wires right there. Fuel pump driver circuit ran through that cell panel up into the dash and back into the dash and then comes back down. So we were tracing the wire, because obviously a custom build like this, there are no wiring schematics, there's nothing to tell you where things are placed, so it's kind of just a guessing game. You don't have a roadmap. We ended up finding the PCM for the engine. Found a little more history or a little more information on this. This is actually running a 1998 Camaro Z28 LS1 with a 6-speed manual. So I was able to pull the VIN number out of the PCM, do a little research, and find out what the donor vehicle was. It's kind of weird to be in a 56 Chevy, have there's the diagnostic plug, have that plugged in using the scanner, operating the fuel pump off of a scanner while sitting in a 56 Chevy. Just kind of odd. But anyways, we're putting her back together, and one last thing we found, people you've got to watch, if you're storing a car, do the best you can to keep rodents out. Little trick of the trade I heard is if you have a dog, or go to a groomer and get dog hair, and then you go to a store and get some cheap women's pantyhose, cut it into 6 or 8 inch long sections, and stuff the pantyhose full of dog hair and then tie it on each end, and then put it underneath your seat or in your engine bay away from heat or in your trunk. Rodents smell the dog hair, think there's a dog in the car, and they won't come anywhere near it. So you do have to kind of renew the dog hair every 6 or 8 months, but it's better than mothballs, because I know, like, my wife can't stand the smell of mothballs. Me personally, I kind of like it, because it brings back memories from my uncles and grandpa's cars. But that's a little trick of the trade. Use dog hair to keep the rodents out of your car, because we might have a little more rodent damage. We're digging in to see if there is, but we haven't seen any more than just that. You can see there's a subwoofer set up. Nice 310-inch woofers. So this is an update on the 56 Chevy. Found the problem. The problem is actually the PCM commands the fuel pump relay, which is right underneath here. So we were getting power out of the relay. We were actually checking the wire right about there. We were able to power the fuel pump from there. So we had nothing from there all the way up down to here. So instead of taking the vintage air apart, taking half the dash apart to find 100% the problem, we actually made another wire from the fuel pump relay over to where we know we had good connection back to the fuel pump. So now we don't have to worry about it breaking again or spending literally hours taking this dash apart to find possibly the connection problem. So a little easier way. I mean, it could be done to actually find the wire and fix the connection, but to save time and money, we just basically ran a new fuel pump driver wire from the relay to about, I think, this section right here for the fuel pump. And now it runs great. So that's what we got going on. So like and subscribe, keep watching us, because you never know what we'll be working on next, and we'll talk to everybody later. Bye.